Blessings, blessings, blessings. How are you this morning? Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. I pray you're having a blessed day. So, my nugget for today, the insensitivity of a son. I was looking at a post yesterday that was online, and it was a father talking about the fear that he experienced when he got a call saying that his daughter accident. She had fallen off of a trampoline and had broken her neck. And he was sharing from the perspective of a father and from the perspective that no matter who you are in the Lord, you still have the propensity to freak out, be frightened, not always immediately fall on your knees, but the anguish of being a parent and hearing something dreadful has happened to your child. And he said when he got the call, what the call said was that she had broken her neck and they didn't know if she was going to make it. And of course, I'm listening to him from the perspective of a parent and thinking of the anguish that he was sharing about. And as I am listening, you know how comments will just kind of be moving and scrolling up. And one of the comments said, "The person is all right. Next." And I have to be really, really honest with you. My blood boiled right about that moment because this person was so insensitive to the anguish that was being shared about someone's child. It just, yeah, it took me on one. It really, really did. And it took everything within me not to respond to the comment, because you know me. Um, my fingers are just as bad as my mouth, and seriously, and my fingers, once they get going, they take on a whole mind of their own. Why am I sharing this? I'm sharing this because I am prayerful that we never, especially in the kingdom, let's go back. Rewind. That we never, as human beings, become so jaded that we just blow off someone's anguish, someone's pain, someone sharing what they felt from their perspective. Does not matter who they are in quote unquote status or celebrity status, or even as a minister or a preacher or whatever. That's beside the point. This person was literally sharing his heart from the perspective of a father. And he was transparent and he was honest. And he said, "I wish I could tell you that my first thought was to fall on my knees and pray." And he said, "That was not my first thought. My first thought was panic, because that's my baby girl." And I just, from the sheer place of being a parent, from the sheer place of having a heart, felt the anguish in what he was sharing. And for someone to just blow it off. She's all right. Next. Wow. Wow. I was just like, hmm. So my nugget today is the insensitivity of others should never become our insensitivity. We need to always stay in a place where we can sympathize or empathize with what someone is going through, especially if you can hear the anguish in what they are sharing. It is vitally important that we never lose the compassion of God, because that statement was without compassion. That statement said that individual is not aligned with God in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Period. Period. And so we need to be very, very mindful and very, very careful that we never lose our compassion for mankind, our compassion for people, no matter who they are, no matter what they've done. We should never lose our compassion. Here is what has happened in the world. People have lost their regard for life. This is why it is so easy for gangbangers and people just to go out and just randomly kill people, for people just to go into schools and shoot down babies, for people to do unimaginable things to others. It stems from that place of losing their compassion for life, losing their compassion for human beings. So I wanted to share that today because I want us to never, ever, ever forget the compassion that God has for us on a daily basis. And while we are contemplating the things that others are going through, that we never get so jaded that we forget to have compassion, that we forget to be sensitive to the plight of someone else. Okay? Here's my nugget for you today. Don't ever get so insensitive that you lose your sensitivity for life, for human beings. Okay? That's it, guys. That's it. Seriously. I love you with the love of Christ. May that never, ever, ever change, because the love of Christ knows compassion. It knows grace. It knows mercy. May that never change in our lives. May we always keep that compassion for others. All right? All right. You guys have an incredibly amazing day in the Lord. And Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow. God bless.